Well, somewhat. My parents, of course, are totally against it, and they think it's the worst thing that I could have ever done.
Yeah. Your brother, for example, has he seen the pictures, Michael?
Yes, he has.
And what did he think of these?
Well, actually, he saw them before they were ever printed, and he thought they were great.
Yeah.
And we spoke about it, and he said, I understand why you did it. And he says, I think it was a great career move, and he said, I think the pictures are lovely. The first time I did it, my mother called me and said, as long as you live, don't you ever do that. I'll never speak to you. And I would call her constantly, and she'd hang the phone up in my face. And I said, that control is still there, still dominating my life, still controlling me, telling me what to do. This was my punishment for posing, not speaking to me.
I would have bet my life that my daughter wouldn't have gotten in Playboy and gotten naked. It was so hard for me. And the reason why my daughter, she always wore long dresses, she always wore pants or boots. She never exposed herself.
She was very conservative.
Very, very.
I'm just thinking it must be very hard for you.
Well, it is hard, but life goes on. I can't sit down and build up stress over what Latoya out there is saying. I got to keep on going. I got a life to live.
Well, it was hard for me. I'm telling you, it was very hard for me because I couldn't believe that I had a daughter out there saying things like this. It's the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life, besides the death of my mother.
I feel that she's being hypnotized, told a lot of stuff, and say, when you wake up, this is what happened. And because what she's saying is not true. So I just don't believe it's her. I don't think she'd go out there and tell all these lies.
I never abused any child at all, you know. So, but I did punish them. That's the only way I could get the attention to be professional entertainers.
This didn't happen, Joe?
No, it did not, Phil. It did not happen, and I don't know anything about that, and Catherine can bear with me.
It's all lies, Phil. It's not the truth.
You, she claims, Catherine, are an anti-Semite, which you spoke often and negatively about Jews.
Phil, that is not true.
That's not true, Phil.
Anyone knew who Toya was married to, who which is her manager to. If they know his background, they know that this is what this man does. I'm not putting all the blame on him. I blame my daughter too. I feel sorry for her. I feel that she's being brainwashed.
Your family claims that it's your manager, who's also your husband, who kind of forces you to write this book and to do all these things.
No, he has absolutely nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, he never knew about the abuse. He always assumed. I would always deny it with him. I would always say no, but he always assumed. And other people would tell him, and he would say, tell me the truth. And I would never tell him.
What would you want to say to her? What would you want her to know?
I'd like to say to her that we still love her, and we know that she said a lot of things about us that's not true. And we wish she'd stop all this, what she's saying, and come on back home. We're not trying to make her stay if she don't want to. She's her own woman, but come back into the family fold.
Is your mother an awful character, yes or no?
I would say absolutely yes. But to the public, she appears like an angel. When she's on television, she's, oh, Latoya, I love you so much. Please come home and please call. And what do? I pick up the phone and I call, and she hangs up. What I would like to see more than anything else is to have my parents on television with me, and we discuss this and get it out in the open.
Why doesn't any one of your siblings support you now when you reveal the truth about your family?
Because it's something that you keep quiet. It's a stage that you go through, a denial stage. I mean, the stories that you've heard about abuse and all that, that's not true. And I know my sister has said lots of things and lots of lies about myself. That bothers me very much for her to say something like that. But I think, I'm not going to harp on this, but I think it's just a way of getting attention, the attention that she didn't get from the public. I know she's always, she's never really had the success that the rest of the family really has had, and now she's being acknowledged by the public because of this. And it's kind of like her claim to fame in a sense.
What appears to be a united front against Latoya, she insists Michael feels the same way about their father as she does, no matter what he says publicly. She says Michael gets physically sick before a performance if he knows his father is in the audience.
And I said, why? And he says, because I don't like him, I hate him, and I'll get sick to my stomach and I won't be able to perform. He doesn't want to look anything like my father. There's a lot they don't know. And that could be one of the reasons why he's doing this.
Latoya knows people often compare the two of them, but she says even she was shocked by what she saw